Hi boys and girls, I have a really fun book here called The Bravest Fish. How do you say fish? It's kind of golden, right? It's like a goldfish. How do you say goldfish in sign language? Like this, G for gold, and go gold fish, gold fish. And this is called The Bravest Fish. And this story is by Matt Buckingham. He is the author and the illustrator. Let's go. Let's get started. Far below the waves, a little fish named Stanley lived with his school. They were the brightest, sparkliest fish of the deep, dark sea. One morning, Stanley woke up late. "Hello, it's me," he called to his friends, but the reef was strangely quiet. He said, "Hello, it's me." Why is it so quiet? Suddenly, Stanley remembered that today was the day his school swam to cooler waters for the summer. "Jumping jellyfish," he groaned. He hurried to the meeting point as fast as his fins could carry him, but no one was there. He looked around. He saw a bright light. And, they haven't gone far, he said, and he raced towards the glow. There's a glow right over there. What's over there? Did you see the glow? But it was only a lobster counting coins. "Go away! Don't touch my treasure," the lobster growled, snapping his claws. "I'm looking for my friend," said Stanley. "Fish," the lobster grumbled. Those others were in such a hurry to find someone they upset. Wait, what? Those others were in such a hurry to find someone they upset my coins. "Others?" asked Stanley. "My friends? Join them," snarled the lobster, and Stanley sped off. "Join them," he said. "Go." Ahead of him, Stanley saw a shimmer. He could just make out a bright, sparkly fish. One of his friends. "Hello, it's me," he called, swimming faster. See that? He's looking. He thinks that's one of his friends. What do you think? Do you think that's one of his friends? Clonk. Stanley crashed headfirst into something hard. "Jumping jellyfish," he cried. It wasn't one of his friends at all, but it was his own reflection, a shiny pearl. He saw his own reflection in the shiny pearl, but he thought it was one of his friends. You see that? It looks like that little guy is laughing at him. He saw his own reflection. That's like when you look in the mirror and you see yourself looking back at you. That's your reflection, right? Stanley rubbed his bumped nose. "Ouch, that hurt." Feeling a little dazed, he didn't notice the dark shape coming up behind him. Do you see the dark shape coming up behind him? Right there. There's the dark shape coming up behind him. When he turned around, Stanley found himself staring straight into the mouth of a huge... What do you think it is? Ooh, look at those sharp teeth. Look at that one. Ouch! Hey, what's the big idea? That's sharp. Don't ever put your finger in somebody's mouth, okay? Never do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a shark! Ah! Look at that shark. Stanley, watch out for that shark. Ah! Stanley shrieked. Over coral and under weeds, he sped with the shark snapping at his tail. Finally, Stanley saw a small hole in a rock below. He dived down inside, just missed being gobbled up. Oh, look at that. He went in there and he just missed being gobbled up by that shark. Do you see that? Oh, look at those teeth. Deep within the cave, Stanley shivered and shook. He felt sad and lonely. Oh, I want to squish you and hug you and make sure you're okay. He was beginning to think he'd never see his friends again. Oh, poor Stanley. You'll be okay. You know why? Because Jesus is with you. Boys and girls, what do we say when we feel scared and lonely? Just like Stanley. What do you say? Remember, we say, Jesus, help me. And he will be there to help you. Because why? Because he loves you. He thinks you're the best. So you're never really alone. You might feel alone, but you're never alone. Never, ever, ever. Well, I can't stay here forever, he said at last. Stanley poked his head out of the cave to see if the shark had left. Jumping jellyfish, he squealed. The sea was golden. The sea was a golden, glowing, and glittering. It was the most wonderful sight he had ever seen because there in front of him were what? What do you think is in front of him? Glowing, orange, and glittery. Oh, look. Do y'all want to see what I'm looking at? Ah! Okay, you can look. Are those his friends? Oh, he's so happy. His friends. Hello, it's me, he called. Stanley, his friends cheered. Where have you been? We've been looking all over for you. And Stanley told them his adventures as they swam off in one bright, sparkling, happy school. See, when you have a lot of fish together, it's called a school of fish. I'm not sure why, I just know that it is. Is that the end? Okay, that's the end of the story. Okay, that was the end of the story. Huh, okay, so his friends found him. They wanted to know where he's been. And Stanley told him about all his adventures as they swam off in one bright, sparkling, happy school. The end. The bravest fish. He sure was brave because that was a big shark that came at him. All right, darlings. I love you. Have a happy day, okay? Toodaloo.